So last time my Nuzlocke video, it didn't go well. I forgot that abilities were randomized, and that includes Truant, the ability of slacking. So I got hit by slacking, and it just tore through my team. And then Marowak died a sad, pathetic death a few minutes later. That was not my best, not my best performance. But I decided, let's do another randomized. Let's do randomized Firered instead of Leaf Green, so it's like different because I did the normal one of Leaf Green. And also, as you'll see, I thought, wait a minute, I've been using this randomizer for like 10 years now. Surely they've updated it. Surely they've added new features, and they have updated it. And there's a bunch of new features that I'll be able to see in this run, including the fact that I can randomize Pokemon designs. And what should I name my rival? I don't actually have a joke prepared. I'm just going to Jizz. Yeah, just making sure I misspelled that because I was looking at something else. But yeah, just make sure that this doesn't go under YouTube's new, like, ooh, we're going to study your videos and make sure that they aren't made for kids. And we decide what that is. And I don't fucking trust YouTube to have accurate summaries of how people are based on their AI studying of what you've done. So Nidoran is better than Horsey and Azurill. And what should I name Nidoran? After a commenter is why doing these. The commenter you get to be named after is Sabarist, however that's pronounced, who said on the Dave Strider video, Dave Petta is a battle between the OCs of Caliborn and Calliope. And I don't actually... Whoa, why am I fucking lagging? Did I do something in the settings where it's lagging? I don't actually think... I'm like, what the fuck are you on about with this being... So I guess Lord English is what we're counting as the OC of Caliborn. Because it's like, it's Caliborn's big badass OC. And, let's see. Suction Cup, such a useful ability. But what is that TM? What is that TM? Is that something useful before I have to deal with a Horsey? Overheat, yes, no. Though that'll be fun to use, Overheat, on my Pokemon, because one of the settings that you could change, and I misspelled Savarist, one of the settings you can change, oh, that's bad. It doesn't count until you get balls, is how I do. It's fine if you get crit in the rival battle, but... Oh, that could have been bad. Like, if I didn't do those rules. But, so Lord English is Caliborn's OC, but Dave Petta, I don't get that part. I don't know if that Dave Petta really applies as the OC of Dave Strider. And Jigglypuff looks really good in this. And wait, is Nidoran bad? Is Nidoran a shitty Pokemon? Like, its usefulness is that you can evolve it into Nidoking really early, and Nidoking's really good. But actually, with randomized items, might be a while till I get a Moonstone. Should I have gone with the Horsey? Fucking clown-ass Spearow that has... Ooh, it has Intimidate. Intimidate is good. I can use Intimidate. Let's run around and look at stuff until I can find something I can beat and get some experience before I get balls. Yeah, because apparently Nidoran fucking sucks. But yeah, I don't get that. But speaking of Homestuck, because every fucking week there has to be more bullshit for Homestuck to talk about, is right after I did the last part of this, right after I did that, the other Nidoran gets drought. That's cool. Is it just the Peck sucks? I think it's just the Peck sucks. Homestuck anime. They're making Homestuck anime. Well, Homestuck, like animated series anime, technically is usually reserved for Japanese animation, is what that word means. But yes, apparently Homestuck can be your favorite anime now because they're doing it, and it's being animated by Spindlehorse, which is the studio run by VivziePop that makes Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel. And I like Hell of a Boss decent. Haven't seen Has Been Hotel. I know there's a lot of like performative cringe, like this is the worst thing ever about it, and I don't really give a shit. Like, cringe is dead. I make the fucking Homestuck video essays. Kill the part of you that cringes. Like, I'm okay with this, and I am excited to see this. It'll be interesting to see if it's any good, because Homestuck is a work. It's a work about two things. It's a work about being a kid on the internet in 2009, and it's a work about the fact that it is a webcomic. And you'll notice that both of those aspects of Homestuck don't really translate well if you're going to adapt it as an animated series in 2025, but I am excited to see how they like change things and try and make it work. And maybe it'll be good, and maybe it'll be dog shit, but it looks interesting. And we got a 1-minute teaser that, by the way, fucking Toby Fox is playing John Edbrook. I knew Toby Fox interested and like involved in Homestuck. Did not know that Toby Fox was a voice actor. I thought he was just like composer turned game developer. Didn't. But apparently, yeah, that makes sense. He's been voicing John in Homestuck shitposts for fucking forever. But yeah, the fact that Toby Fox is involved that surprised me. The other cast is pretty good. I really like from the teaser Rose's voice actor. It's very fitting, perhaps more than any other Rose. I mean, it's only a few seconds of like talking, but some. So many Rose voice actresses like try and make Rose like sound really intelligent and mature, and this one makes Rose sound very childish. And Tales of Fox is playing Jade. That'll be interesting. And yeah, I'm very excited to see this. And there were some good gags, like visual humor adapting well, that we saw in this trailer, like where John breaks through the wall and like the outline is his comic design. That's funny. And it's my favorite part in the trailer is how they are adapting Pastor Logs. It's not just characters sitting there texting each other for fucking ever, because that would be bad. Where they did it, they're talking on the phone, and we get a little visual flair of Dave telling John to look up. Is Dave Potato Head Poke Mario? Okay, that's a weird fucking name. Dave reaching out of the phone and grabbing John and physically twisting his head up to look at the sky. If we go off like little visual flourishes like that, and it's fun and it experiments a lot with the pester logs, I think that'll be good. There is one thing in the trailer that kind of gave me pause. I'm like, ooh, I don't know how I feel about this. Intimidate. Good. You are my new real starter. And actually, I already have a sprite from the last one for you. Spiro. No, where's Spiro? Did I delete Spiro when I decided I wasn't... Why would I... Okay. And why does my fucking voice sound like this today? Is it just because it's morning? I'll get my sprites next time. But yeah, that's Pokemon Teammate 1. But anyway, what I was saying, the thing that kind of rubbed me... Let's see what's in the catching tutorial. The thing that kind of rubbed me a bit the wrong way is that... Ooh, that is a really good sprite. I'm really liking the change palettes. Like, Horsey and Nidoran look good, but I like Clown Spiro, and I really like that Sudowoodo. Anyway, it shows John strafing his dad, and it is transformed from the kind of lame, like, tutorial fight in the original to a big, serious fight where, like, Papa Egbert throws John in the air and then comes crashing down after him and like beating the shit out of him. And that's really cool and interesting from an animation standpoint. Also, that's I do like the idea of having like the Nidoran like twins on my team. But like also like Papa Egbert never beat up John in the original comic. The only one of the Guardians that actually hits the kids is the only one who actually hits them is Dave's bro, because Dave's bro is the fucking worst. He's horrible and beats the shit out of Dave, and that's a deliberately like, oh, this is more serious than the like John and Rose where their parents just like dodge their attacks and don't do stuff. And that, I don't like that change. I think that's a really stupid change, and it makes me worried about the whole series. But we'll see how it is. And also, because this has, like, the same people behind Hell of a Boss, a lot of, like, overlap and people working on it. And Richard Horvitz, who plays Moxie and played Billy on the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, is, like, the voice director. I am just begging, please make him play Caliborn. This is the best possible thing you can do with this. Richard Horvitz is Caliborn. Mic drop. Oh god, I accidentally clicked on the Steam thing. I hate the Steam app where, like, you'll open a game you download by Steam and it's like, oh cool, we're opening the Steam app first, and that'll, like, take up your computer's power to open up this thing that you didn't fucking click on. And nope, don't do that. I clicked on the game because I want to open the game, not your fucking store. Fuck you. Merlamill is what you get, or is that Yeah, I'll just type it out, and then let's go over some comments. So yeah, I'm cautiously excited about the Homestuck pilot. I don't know if it'll be good, but I want to see it. I'm not like, oh no, they shouldn't do this because it's the cringe of the three fandoms interacting. Like, I'll make those jokes, but I genuinely am excited to see, and I genuinely hope it'll turn out good. But speaking of Homestuck, we got a bunch of comments to go through because I named Pokemon after comments. Comment on your videos if you want me to accidentally kill you in a humiliating faction. Okay. YouTube can see you're in a Homestuck mood again and will have recent events against your will, so it recommended me this. But thinking about the epilogues just makes me angry because I hate them in ways I've never hated any other piece of media before, so I'm going to have to watch in parts. Well, for now, all I have to comment is that I recognize you do have themes that feel right at home in a Homestuck story, and some aspects could be genuinely interesting. For example, the merging into Ultimate Self and what it might do to them, and they're genuinely not the worst thing ever. If they were, I wouldn't react so strongly to them, but I don't want it. After reading them, I realize I truly do not want more from these characters in canon, because they will always take second place of the metasexual narrative, and in the end I just feel punished for hearing about the characters outside of that. I'm gonna sneeze. Mute myself so I can sneeze. Double check that didn't shut my mic off. Okay. Maybe it's stupid, I don't know, but that's just how the epilogues felt to me. Aside from the fact that they're not epilogues, but just a starting part for the sequel, which also pissed me off because I want Homestuck to end and not keep going. I mean, to be fair, that's kind of what the epilogue's about. It's about should Homestuck keep going. I doubt the video will change my mind, but I am genuinely interested in what someone who likes them has to say about them, just not today. Only thing you genuinely enjoyed from the epilogues is the Dirk John crumbs. What? I don't get why that is taken off as a big shift, like Dirk John, because, like, they don't interact. The only interaction they get in the epilogues is Dirk just going on this angry rant. I fucking hate John Egbert. I hope he dies, and I hope it hurts, because John Egbert is a fucking asshole. Like, which I guess you can get a ship out of, but yeah, I don't... that comment. There's a lot of... I agree with a lot of it. Look, I like the epilogues. I think they're a fucking masterpiece. Zahil Hossein, who I'm naming this map pod after, says, lore of rewriting Homestuck ending momentum 100. That's a shitty fucking comment, but I didn't get a lot of comments this week, so you get to have a shitty Pokemon named after you. So, like, honestly, I'm fine with people disliking the epilogues. I just think people should dislike them because they read them and engaged with them and thought about, like, the themes and what the story's trying to be, rather than, why is it lagging specifically on the naming screen? I don't fucking know. I turned off the, like, frame skip thing because I thought it was looking shitty. Maybe that's it. Like, it's fine if you dislike the epilogues. I don't like this, like, idea in the Homestuck fandom that's a lot of, like, I haven't read them, but I heard in a video essay that they were shitty, so I hate them. Like, no, fucking read and like, analyze for yourself, and don't just hate something because it's a story where bad things happen to a character you like. Like, think about how that works for the narrative and what the author's trying to say. And if you dislike it, it's fucking fine. No, don't kill my beautiful, adorable, intimidate Spiro. You stupid fucking Pichu. That sounded like a fucking slur. Yeah, it's fine to dislike the epilogues. I want people to dislike them after having read them and made their own choice, and not just, like, make decisions based on fucking video essays. You know, that's my fucking take. Stop putting my Pokemon to sleep, Jigglypuff. Jesus. Squirrel Girl Dawn, I think that is... someone compared the epilogues to I Saw the TV Glow, and honestly, it's a perfect comparison. Haven't seen that show. I don't fucking know. Potato Head on the Ryuk would take the Death Note back. He found, like, boring. That is if he didn't just kill him instead. Yep, that's how Ryuk works. I mean, people serving life and sentences can escape and reoffend. And not really. People don't escape from prison, really. That's not a thing that happens. It's not fucking DC Comics. Escaping from prison is, like, super, super, super rare. Like, but actually, like, I do a job where I, like, used to write a column about history, and I was shocked just how many stories it's like, and then that person escaped from jail, because jails were, like, really shittily built back then. But, like, jails aren't shittily built nowadays. You can't just easily escape from jail, is my point. And I'm going to grind up my 2 team members, and then I'm going to take out Blue, and that'll be the end of this part, and I wish I had better move than Peck, because Peck sucks. Why are both of them stuck using Peck? Do any of you learn Overheat? By the way, setting in this new one is everyone being able to, is reusable TM, so I can just spam Overheat. That's fun. I do like that design for Pichu, though. It's a nice design. Okay. What was I going to say? Like, the like, fucking Pichu sounds like a racist. Like, that's a thing that I'm getting sick of this, like, all the jokes about, like, slurs for robots. Because it's like, that's just, like, 2 letters. You change 2 letters in a slur for black people and are just saying it. Like, clank or hard R. Don't do that. Like, I've seen people shouting, the screws will not replace us. Like, hey, can you not say that in particular? Because that's, like, fucking Nazi shit. Like, I'm always, like, ugh, about, like, ironic pretend Nazis, because every fucking online subculture that pretends ironically to be Nazis turns into actual fucking Nazis in my experience. Like, yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the screws will not replace us. And, like, fucking Rosa Sparks, you called ChatGPT Rosa Sparks? That's not even a slur. That's just, like, a famous black woman civil rights hero. Like, what the fuck are you on about? So, yeah. Got another Beyond Canon update last night. That was cool. And where we got a new one of the nymphs, and she's a lot, but, like, Shakespearean, like, over-the-top dialogue, and then at the end get pissed off and just, fuck off, just fucking talk to me, stop ignoring me. Also, the nymphs are like Squid Princess. That's a nice callback. Okay. Am I getting a cold? Is that why I'm, like, all stuffy today? Hope not. So. Forgot my train of thought. So one of the things I did this week is I read through 20th Century Boys in a week, and half of it in a single night, because it's just so fucking good. I'd, like, tried to start it and got, like, 20 chapters in before, so I started all over again, and I just read it, and it's such a fucking good series. 20th Century Boys is a masterpiece that I adore. I adore 20th Century Boys. It's such a good series. I adore Kana and Ocho and Kenji as characters. I adore, like, there's so many fucking twists and turns, and, like, this building on, like, these flashbacks, these tiny things we get at the start, and establishing more, and, like, it's hard. I love that it ends with fucking, like, this is a spoiler. I'm spoiling the whole thing. You should read it and stop watching this and go read this instead. I love that it ends with just fucking Woodstock, where it's, like, the story about, like, this washed up rocker, like, trying to save the world. He doesn't save the world in the end. through like violence or being an action hero. He saves it through a fucking rock and roll concert and like doing his best Bob Dylan impression. That's great. I really like that. Fucking Pichu's gonna kill my team. I'm going to lose this battle because I don't have the healing items that I would need to survive it. Shit. No, I cannot have an immediate run kill to a Pichu. I'm sacrificing Sammelhosa so that I can reset those charms, because that is like beating the shit out of me. And I'm going to go back to Sabaroot, and I'm going to peck, and I'm going to peck, and I'm going to... It's fine if you use Tail Whip because that doesn't affect me, and now I need to switch out again to... Oh, wait, I should just put it to sleep. Why didn't I use the Pokemon that had Sing and Overheat instead of killing a Pokemon rather pointlessly? Well, oops, that's on me. I didn't read what the next Pokemon was. Whooper's fine. So I'm going to go bury a Pokemon and heal up. Oops. But anyway, it's just such a fucking good series, and no amount of like recommending it is going to just read it. It's so fucking good. If I want to nitpick about the minor thing in the ending, I don't like that it wasn't Fukabi. Like I do like one of the core plot twists of the series is like, so it's about this evil cult leader. He's a guy named Friend, and he ultimately gets shot to death by one of his minions halfway through the story and dies. And like the main characters like analyze his corpse and like, this is definitely a corpse. We felt like Ocho checks it and like, yep, that guy is definitely dead. Friend is now dead. And then Friend's corpse rises from the grave, a la Jesus Christ, which issues it can't fucking talk this morning. A new era of his domination, his evil domination of the world, because he's risen and now everyone thinks he's fucking Jesus. And the ultimate twist is like Manjome like overhears him like talking to himself, Friend, after coming back to his life, talking to himself and wondering what would the real Friend do? And he's like, oh shit, this man, he's just an imposter who's pretending to be Friend, pretending to have risen from the dead so he can take over everything. And like, this is a breakdown that causes Manjome to go rogue. Like, there's a big scene where like a Friend's daughter Kana like confronts the new Friend and is like, you aren't my father. Like, so much it like hammers in again and again that this is a different fucking person. And I do like that they like, I do like that Friends like Fukube, the like original Friend, his scheme goes off the rails because of something he didn't predict. That's actually, it kind of reminds me of Monster, where at the end, like, Johan, like this evil fucking terrible monster who's beyond, well, I mean, on the whether or not he's a monster is kind of the whole point of the series, but this guy who's behind everything and is this cackling villain, his final scheme is he's destroying Runheim to force Dr. Tenma to shoot him, and Tenma doesn't. So he takes this little boy hostage and he's like, I will shoot this kid in the head if you don't break your code and kill me. This is all I want, is to be killed by you, Dr. Tenma. And then Tenma doesn't shoot him because an unrelated third party, like the father of the boy who Johan had, I don't think Johan had even fucking talked to him, like this drunken loser of an old man, just fucking shoots Johan in the head because like, you're threatening to kill my son. So Dr. Tenma doesn't kill Johan because he didn't account for things. He, after this whole series where he's this big, brilliant, invincible villain, he dies, he gets shot because of something out of his control. And then Fukube, who's like this brilliant, evil cult leader, he gets caught up with the same shit. My team's kind of shitty right now, so I think I'm honestly gonna skip Blue because Blue would kick my ass. Yeah, that Horsey did a lot of damage, and all I've got is 2 Pokemon that no pack. Well, I guess I could just... I don't want to use another Pokemon that requires a Moonstone, though, because it's already going to be hard finding one for... Oops, shouldn't have switched. It's already going to be hard finding one for Nidoran. But, like, yeah, I like that Fukube dies because after being this invincible villain, his plan wasn't as well thought out as he thought, and he got screwed over by Yamane. And that also happens to the second friend, Karamatsu, where he has this big evil plan, and then one of his former minions goes rogue and crashes a helicopter onto him, and he's killed by the debris. Like, I like that. But also, anyway, the retcon at the end is actually Fukube wasn't friend. He died as a child, and all the time it was Karamatsu, the second friend, pretending to be him, and like what? Like a big deal was made out of the fact that like friend is pretending to have psychic powers. That Fukube was a liar and a cheat and was pretending to have psychic powers. But Karamatsu actually has psychic powers, so what was the point of all that shit about how he's like friend is like a cheater and a fake? Well, he was pretending to be Fukube, who was a fake. He made himself like a copy of a copy, and that includes having a split personality and calling himself, and people realize that no, it's fucking stupid. I like it. I love the ending where like the start of the series is like I played like Kenji plays 20th Century Boy, and every time he flashes back to this, he's like, it didn't matter. I wanted it to be this big cool moment, and it didn't accomplish anything. And that irony at the end, we see, oh, that song like stopped Karamatsu from killing himself, which allowed him to then commit turbo genocide when he partnered up with Fukube as Fukube's right-hand man and eventual successor. And like that's good. It's a great final chapter. I don't like it doesn't make any fucking sense for it to have been Karamatsu the whole time. Or is it Katsumatsu? Also that guy's kind of underdeveloped. Like they do a lot of developing on Fukube, his friend, and his backstory and why he's the way he is, and there's a significantly less with his replacement. But anyway, the point is 20th Century Boys is really, really fucking good, and you should read it, and it sucks that I've just spoiled it all. But, read it.